One of the most common frustrations I hear about career advancement, especially when somebody's been passed up for the role, is this thought. I was a top performer. I was doing so well. I had great performance reviews. Why wasn't I selected? Why wasn't I considered for this opportunity? I think a lot of times folks just have this unconscious belief that their work will speak for itself. A lot of us have been taught that message. Just keep your head down, people will notice, and then that's how you advance. That's important. It's important to do great work. It is kind of the barrier for entry. But here's the thing. Your leader is busy. Your leaders are busy. They are worried about their own careers. They have their own bosses breathing down their necks. They have their own bosses checking in and wondering on status updates of things. And so they're not thinking about you as much as you think they are. And because the world is noisy, that means when it comes to your career and your career advancement, you have to be crystal clear about what your unique skills are, what your talents are, what you want to do, your career goals, and how your skills, talents, and results have positively impacted the organization. Because here's the thing. A wonderful piece of advice I've gotten from Carla Harris, who's a wonderful author, and she's correct. I was in HR, I can vouch for this. She says the majority of decisions about your career will be made when you are not in the room. And that is so true. And so I add to that and I say, so that's why it's so important for you to be clear with your leader so that your leader can be clear about speaking up for you when you are not in that room. That way, your leader knows when there's an opportunity being discussed, they're like, oh, I have the perfect person for this. So, how can you advocate and for your value clearly so that you become the obvious choice for opportunities? First things first, barrier to entry. You have to do good work. You have to know what your goals are, what your OKRs, KPIs, whatever you follow in your organization are, and actually do and achieve those things. Barrier to entry. Number two, I want you to think about, and I have other videos on this, what are your unique skills and talents? What are the unique things that only you can bring to your organization? What are these things that you do that you make you feel geeky and in flow and you get great results and they come easy for you? Where does your energy surge? That's a huge clue that that is a unique gift for you and it needs to be maximized in the organization. How are you being clear with your leader about what those skills and talents are that you love to use? It can sound something as simple as this. I loved when you put me on this process improvement project. I love digging in and finding out where there are inefficiencies in a process. My time just flies, and I was able to make impact in this project that you put me on through these things. So the next time another process improvement project comes up, please think of me. That's exactly how it sounds. So, first things first, to become the obvious choice for future opportunities, you have to do good work. You have to meet your goals, objectives, KPIs, whatever it is needs to be followed in your organization. Number two, know what your unique skills and talents are and the impact that those have to the organization. And number three, link that to things that your company values. Let me give you some hints. All companies value three things. They value money. Are they making it or saving it? They value reducing risk, reputational risk, compliance risk, customer attrition risk, etc. And then change and innovation, staying ahead of their competitors. So as you think about your goals and what you've achieved, the unique skills and talents you've used to achieve those, now I want you to link them to the things that the organization cares about. And this can be my product team came up with a brand new product this year that we were able to put out into the marketplace and increase our revenue by 20%. We're now linking it to things that companies care about. Or we were able to implement new employee onboarding, and that's reduced our attrition by 20%. And so we're saving money on turnover costs. My team was able to implement some compliance training. And so now we are doing and following compliance procedures in the marketplace with our customers, and that reduces our reputation and compliance risk. Or I led this change management project, and we were able to increase the time to adoption of this specific software tool quicker than we did in the last calendar year. And that resulted in X number of increase in revenue, or maybe there was cost savings, or maybe there was just reputational risk that was also impacted. So I want you to slow down and I want you to think about how does the work that you actually do impact the things that the organization cares about and how are you communicating this to your leader? So to put these three things into action, doing good work, identifying your skills and talents and linking these skills and talents and results to the three things that a company actually cares about: money, risk, and change. How are you telling people about it? How are you putting this advocacy into action? If you want to become the obvious choice for future opportunities, you have to get clear with your leader because your leader is busy. So, who have you shared your career goals with? How are you infusing in conversations about your career goals in your one-on-one with your leader from time to time? How are you doing this in your annual performance reviews and starting the conversation about what's next? And then what is yours to say and do to make things happen? I know it's really easy to get into autopilot and just believe that because you have good performance reviews or because you do good work, that people are going to notice. And yes, that is true. That is the barrier for entry. But what sets individuals apart that become the obvious choice for future opportunities is clarity. They are crystal clear with their leader and other people of influence about exactly what they want to do and the impact they have to the organization, so that those leaders can be clear about saying their name in rooms where opportunities come up when they are not present.